Hi there Aries, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. This month begins in dramatic fashion with Mars, your power planet ruler, forging two tremendous alliances with both the Sun in your sector of relating, but also with Jupiter in your sector of joyfulness and self-expression. And these alliances are going to go on for the first 2 weeks. So on the face of it, an exciting time when you can really be much more thrust in your approach and self-confident. But unfortunately, on the 4th, Mercury, the planet of communication, also starts to twist backwards. And for you, initially, this occurs in your sector of long-term finances. Through to at the 11th, you need to make sure that if you're trying to communicate any point around a contract, or you're looking at the detail of situations, the devil can very much be in it. So do analyse this information carefully. And also, the Sun's going to be face to face with Uranus in pretty well the second part of the first week of this month. And that could set up some issues around your desire to do your own thing as an individual and your desire to link with others. And this is really crystallized even more by the lunar eclipse which occurs on the 8th in your sign, because this is conjoining with Uranus, the planet of unpredictability and rebelliousness. You may find that your emotional state is pretty fluid over the following 6 months. And you may also find, with Venus going face to face with Uranus in week 2, that you could find yourself really drawn to someone quite magnetically, but whether it's going to be a long-standing relationship or not is another matter. But you can use all this exciting energy to be much more go-getting and daring and show daring do. And if there is somebody you really like, you may decide to be very bold about it. There's no guarantee that they're going to be drawn towards you, but certainly you will enjoy the thrill of the chase. But remember, from the 11th, as Mercury goes into Libra, how you relate to people is the area that Mercury's retrograde can influence. So again, be very careful that people receive your advances, whether they're professional or personally, in the way that you mean. Now there is, from the 13th through to the end of this month, a unique alliance between the Sun and Venus. Now, if you are looking for a relationship that's more harmonious, through to the 23rd, this can be truly awesome for you, because it can see you come into an awareness of someone who really seems to actually spellbind you. And this really can be a seriously important time for relationships. Now, ironically, from the 23rd, the Sun moves into the deeper Scorpio, Venus moves on the 24th, and there is also a solar eclipse on that day as well. But it's one which conjoins with Saturn, the planet of structure. So despite all this dashing, go-getting energy this month, Saturn is just reminding you that it is going to be important to keep your feet on the ground. Now, if you've battled hard over the last couple of years with your finances, you could have a breakthrough on the back of this solar eclipse, but you will have had to have put both the perspiration and the application in over that period of time. On the other hand, a pinch point could be reached in a relationship, business or personal, where there is a lack of commitment, and perhaps the energy that's all being created is helping you to think again about how you interact with others and how they interact with you and what you really need. But it's also about what they want from you, so do stay conscious of that. But if you do meet someone and you hit it off in that 2 central weeks of this month, once the Sun and Venus combine in Scorpio in the latter part of this month, you could find yourself binding with someone in a deep bond that could last a very long time. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but if it is, it could be a very sensual union too. So an exciting, rip-roaring month is in prospect for you. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.